Yeah, this could potentially be a new category.
Then you've got to keep the bow staff in that sort of alignment here.
Yeah. You ever seen an example of it before, or was it
No.
just your idea?
No, it's my idea.
Really?
You can actually move the weight from one end to the other with this club. The guard gives you a position for your hand depending on what movement you're making with the club.
That's super cool.
I be the flowing Dutchman, yeah. Shuffle on the production, like this, yeah, like this, yeah. The flowing Dutchman, yeah, the flowing Dutchman.
Yeah, that's cool. What was your inspiration behind making this, Paul?
It was purely to. I was using it.
Have you ever seen an example of it before, or was it
No.
just your idea?
No, it's my idea.
Really?
And I wanted to.
cool.
I wanted to. Listen, it came from this.
Yeah,
It came from a bow staff
Yeah,
because bow staff, you've got your hand in the centre.
yeah.
And I mean, you've got that type of movement that you can do.
Yeah.
But then
You
you've got to keep the bow staff in that sort of alignment here.
Yeah.
And that's why that came up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So the hand is in the centre.
Yeah.
All the time. But it's,
yeah. That's what I had to learn when I was in India, when I had to do the bow staff,
yeah.
and I realized, wow, this is actually a very different technique what they do in bow staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I knew how to swing that when I got it in my hand.
Sure.
I was like, I know how to use this. But then again, you can connect it. Yeah.
This one is not easy with the poncho.
No, it's not a poncho club.
This is not a poncho.
No.
A swinging poncho.
Yeah. So then you made it yourself.
Yes. No. So basically, it's there you go. I mean, basically that's the club, but there's one handle instead of two.
Yeah.
And I mean, I based it on this size pattern from memory. Let's just stop a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that size. Yeah, it's the smallest of the because that weighs actually 2 pounds, or just a kilo. I mean, there's enough. And when you spin it quite quickly, then there's quite a lot of resistance there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do direction 3 stuff with it too, because it's balanced.
That's what one.
That's super cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Oops.
Right.
And you can also what you've just done there.
Yeah.
You can drop. In your hand. I mean, when you're doing that movement, you can drop it down so that you've got one end heavier than the other.
Yeah.
And then as you come back out of it, you can then transfer the weight over to the. No, sorry, I didn't do that very well. So you've dropped it down here,
Yeah.
and then it comes up to here. So the weight is heavier coming up from the top. But I mean, that's a lot of practice. But because I mean, one of the reasons why these clubs have that is because the guard. I mean, I've discovered since I've had this that the guard gives you a position for your hand depending on what movement you're making with the club. So I mean, I will hold the club in that position, or I'll hold it down onto the pommel with a big space across the top here.
Mm.
So this is it's just an interesting concept. It's something to think about when you're swinging. So you can actually move the weight from one end to the other with this club.
Yeah, this could potentially be a new category.
It could be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's
That's-
completely different.
That's what I realized too.
swinging.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's
So
right.
you've just done what I'm talking about. You're switching the hand position through, and you can grab it with the other hand very easily. Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different. Yeah.
Oh, nice little double circle there. Yeah.
He's got some skills.
Oh, good. That's good to see.